3, 2, 1.
All right, so welcome back to another episode of La Finikera podcast.
Welcome back.
I'm here with your host, Compa Che,
Aquí nomás.
and I'm your host, Victor. And today we got a very special guest for you guys, Dobey Dobe.
Mr. Dobey Dobe.
What's good?
Welcome.
What's good?
Welcome.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I feel very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So I seen yesterday, man, you had a show,
Yes.
right? An
Yes.
open mic show. I wanted to talk about that.
Yes, sir.
How was that?
Bro, that was crazy. It was crazy, man. First of all, like they had like there was an open mic there, and it was like they had an open mic, and then you had like the actual show. So the open mic, from what I understood, was dope. I didn't get to catch the open mic portion of it,
Right.
but I did get to see a lot of the show part of it, which I was a part of as well. So like I'm hearing all around, it was a very dope event. From what I experienced, it was fire all the way around.
I mean, how was that? Like, so did you open up after the open mic, or were you on the main show? How was that?
I was part of the main show. They had me go on really close to, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jaron Benton.
Yes, I am. He used to be part of Hobson's group, no?
Funk Volume. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
you already, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, he came out. He was actually on tour, and he came out in the days between tour to just have another show. So I got asked by Futuristic to come out and perform.
That's so cool.
Nice.
Bro, big shout out to Futuristic and Indie Amplify, who, they reached out to have me come out. So yeah, thank you for that. But yeah, man, they had me pretty much go on like a few acts before they did. So it was fire, bro. It was fire.
Man, that's cool. I'm such a big fan of Futuristic, man. Like, as of a few years ago, you came out with like Coast to Coast, did a few other ones. Was it The Rise or some shit? I don't know, but he's like one of our big breakout artists in AZ.
Oh yeah, crazy. He's crazy.
I'm a big fan. And then Jaron Benton with the whole like Funk Volume, everything that went on with that.
Man, more rap, man.
Yeah.
Just rappers doing what rappers do, man. There was a whole lot of rapping in the building, man, and I love it.
That's cool, man. I bet the energy was fucking dope.
Oh yeah.
So Mr. Carnell, Dobey Dobe, is this your first time or second time opening up, like, in these kinds of events?
Nah. I will say this is second time. It's like my second time opening up for a big show. Right. The first time I actually the first time I opened up for Joyner Lucas and Hobson when they came out on tour.
Oh shit.
So that was fire. I think that was in like 2017 ish. But yeah, in between then it's just really been like us throwing our own shows and just hopping on shows with the homies. So this was like another one of those like bigger W's for me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that's awesome, bro. Cause like I've seen you like slowly getting exposed. Especially with the content that you're creating. Having that persistency. And also having that cause I've seen all your videos, right? And I haven't seen any other rapper, right, that have that kind of same style.
Yeah.
Of like even editing that goes along with the lyrics. So like I like that from you, like in some sense, because you're like your own, like this persona, that we were just talking about, that you're your own persona and you're in your content, so sick videos, bro.
Thank you, bro. And I take pride and value in that. Like I know that you can just put a camera on and rap in front of it and just just send it like that, and it's like thankfully I'm around a bunch of people who wouldn't even allow me to do something like that. Like we hold each other accountable, like bro.
Right.
You want to look good when you put yourself out there. So, like, if you put something out there that's not it, I got homies that'll, thankfully tell me, like, bro, that's not it. You need to go back to the drawing board and come with something that looks better or sounds better. So, a lot of it is me coming up with it, but a lot of it is just the people around me, man, keeping me on my toes, too.
That's good, so, Like, you don't have anybody fronting with you about, and letting you drop some, like, shit that you don't
Quality control. Quality control is important.
That's very important.
I do want to shout out my bros, Junior Varsity, man, because that's the gang. Those are the
shout
guys
out, Carnell.
Those are the guys who are around, and that's PK, that's Flicks, that's J Wop, PK the Poet, that was, and Dougie Drew and myself.
Oh,
so,
man.
yeah, man. Shout out to Junior Varsity. We out here.
Are you guys like a group out in, like, you're from Cali, right?
Nah, bro. I just recently moved out there. Well, 2 years ago, but I'm from Phoenix, born and raised.
Oh, you're from here?
Yes, sir.
Arriba la Finikera.
You already know, man. You already know.
Finikera, bro.
La Finikera. See, you brought up Joyner and like Hobson a little earlier, and I know you did didn't you do like a video for that on the ISIS remix?
Yeah, I did an ISIS remix. It was Yeah, I did a verse on the ISIS trying to get on the remix for a challenge that he was putting out.
Right. I think I heard about it.
Man, it was some fire entries in there. I didn't get that dub, but I did get a lot of love and a lot of new followers from it. So like, you know what I'm saying? You put that shot up, even if you don't get your goal, you still gonna get some good from it. You know, that's what I'm learning every day.
That's good, bro.
You're another shot ahead of another person.
Hey, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
The consistency.
Yes, sir. You got to put them up there. Kobe didn't just shoot free throws until he made them.
Yeah, that's true.
He kept at it, bro.
Exactly. Well, can you tell us a little bit more about your musical history? How did it came to you, right, to be a rapper, to be part of the music, industry?
Oh man, yeah. Well, shit, I've been rapping forever, bro, since like elementary, middle school, high school. Like always, just rap was just like a thing that we did with the homies playing around. Like it was just a little hobby. And my uncle Buki, I don't know if y'all are familiar, but Buki, he's a legend out here in Arizona. But Buki, yeah. A lot of people know him as Buki Loc. That was like when you know.
Yeah, I know who Buki is.
Bro, you tapped in, bro. Shout out.
Yeah, I've tapped in with all AZ, bro. I like to show love and like support locals,
Hell yeah. But yeah, my uncle Buki, he saw me, my mom made me rap in front of him one day at a birthday party, and he was just like, nephew, like, how come you never told me? And I'm just like, I wasn't really trying to be a rapper, I was just fooling with the homies, but he pulled me to the side, and made sure that he got me in the studio, showed me how to record, showed me how to produce, showed me how to engineer. So I would say that like I've always been rapping, but I didn't turn into an artist until he pulled me to the side and was like, look, this is what you could do with that.
I think you did a song with him, no? You did I think it was like with him, Mac DeFaro, and
yes, sir, Mac DeFaro.
I don't know what the song was called, to be honest. I'll be honest with you.
It's called "You Could Do Better."
You Could Do Better.
Yup.
Yeah, it had a really strong message behind it.
Absolutely.
It was a really good song, actually.
It was on some anti-gang violence.
Yeah,
man.
it is.
Cause we grew up like around a lot of everywhere I grew up. Spent my childhood. There were gangs around. You either on the east side around Bloods, you on the west side around Crips. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And same with him. We're both from the east side, and we're not like, we don't gang bang, but like a lot of our friends do. So we also is just, you know what I mean? Like there's love within those gangs for us and shit like that. But we also is like, we're not trying to be part of that life. So You Could Do Better is mainly just like, yeah, gang banging is there, but like this is where you can end up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you never got like a part of that life. You never got like pressured into any of that.
I mean, there has been pressure, man, here and there. People just like, yo, you already kicking it with us. You may as well. But bro, if I'm to be honest, bro, I'm like, nigga, if I do that, my mom and my dad whooping my ass. I don't want none of that. I'll fight y'all before I fight them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh man.
Yeah, man. My uncle too. Yeah, he wasn't having it.
No.
Nah, nobody was having it.
You feel like they're all against that, even Buki himself?
Yeah, I mean, he's more like, he respects it. He understands the fact that it's there and why it exists, but like he don't like gang violence. None of us want to get calls. Hearing that our homeboys are in the hospital or worse. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or locked up, shit like
bullshit.
that. Like that's the shit that we don't want. That's the part that we don't like about it. You know what I mean?
Not promoting the tampoco. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like the people that do like respect to you. It's no disrespect to the fact that you in a gang, but like this is why we don't rock with that kind of culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially because of all the outcomes, especially what's been going on lately. Everybody's fucking passing.
Yeah, man. And I'm also just to be clear, this is just me speaking from my understanding of things. Right. I don't want to make it seem like I'm speaking for anybody. That's how I see it and how I think everybody else sees it around me.
No, I respect it.
That is a very good message, because not a lot of rap songs, talk about that kind of, like message, that like in some sense there's younger generations, or younger people looking, towards these artists, and getting this guidance off of their lyrics, and what you're doing is actually like kind of like a, like world peace in some sense. Not 100%, because we're not like world peace, but you're making a difference already, not wanting people, to fall into the same, cycles.
Yeah, like your music is woke in a way. Like you have a message behind it.
Your content is pretty woke, yes.
And I feel like everybody has a message. Everybody has a story. It's just whether or not you choose to be, honest about it.
Yeah.
You know, some people would prefer to be cool and they feel like who they are or what they feel isn't as cool as, you know, shooting somebody else. So like maybe they just go with like, hey, I want to be cool. I want my music to be popular. I'm going to talk about what's popular. And right now, like, people love violence.
Exactly. Some reason it's you know, violence is like the main thing, but it's because of that. It's because people like lack love. You know, like we don't give out that much love. You know, so we're all like fearful, and everybody wants to be this big boss person. You know, the persona. You know? And
I also think though that it's a common thing because like a lot of us, you know, if you don't come from a family that's well off and you're in these areas, like there's a lot of pain in the community and everybody is feeling the pain and it just comes out in different ways. So like maybe that's just some people's release. That's what they resort to because they're all angry and frustrated, you know? Yeah. And the violence is just a product of that, man. I don't know. I prefer for it not to go there if we can avoid it.
How do you feel like you've strayed away from all that and like not getting into it?
Thinking ahead, you know what I mean? Like just kind of thinking if somebody steps to me a certain way and just saying like, this person just pissed me off, I can just reach over and sock the shit out of them right now and end this situation, or I could walk away, or I could try to talk, you know, sense into the situation. Which of these three is going to have the best outcome 3 weeks from now? If I sock him in the jaw and it's a fight that he loses, he might pull out a gun and try to shoot me.
Right.
He might pull out a gun and try to shoot somebody that I love. Like, you never know what the consequence is going to be behind your actions. So it's always good to be able to think ahead, and I think that's gotten me out of a lot of situations that could have been a lot worse for me.
Because violence always calls for more violence, you know, and what doing there, it's like changing your perspective on the way you want to look at, you know, the situation, and you change the whole situation and how it can, and you know, come out to, you know. So
and I mean, it's like that's the preferred route. It ain't always avoidable. Sometimes you got to put your foot down and you just got to let people know I'm not the one, but not every situation is a situation for you to have to prove yourself.
You feel like has that ever happened to you, like at any of your shows or
shows? Nah, I don't think anybody would try it at a show though, because it's a lot of love for me in there, and I don't think people want 50 hands and feet on them, you know.
And then you know, you got security there just in case too, you know.
Yep. But in real life though, it's like it gets to a point where like I've been tried multiple times, you know, in multiple stages in my life I've been tried.
Yeah.
It's just because if you're cool, you know, there's some people that might see that as like, oh, he's cool, you know, he might be a pushover, you know, let me try to bully on him a little bit.
Yeah, they'll punk you a little bit.
Yeah, they'll try to punk you, and if you let them, then they're gonna do it again whenever they feel like it. And I just gotta let people know, like, yo, that's not how this is gonna go, bro. Like, you know, that's not how it's gonna go. I'm not gonna be in your face trying to fight you, but like,
you ain't gonna let it slide either. Right?
Exactly. It might sting a little bit, you know, when you're walking away from me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, I seen you linked up with was it the Odd Squad family? Like what? It was like a year ago.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Odd Squad family. Shout out to AKT Action. He's the producer behind them. Like he's doing a lot of their production.
I've heard of him. Like he's done a lot of videos now.
Yeah, and you want to know how that dub came about?
How? From
another contest that I entered and didn't win.
And you didn't win?
I didn't win the contest.
So,
I placed second.
Okay.
I didn't get first. I placed second, but he was just like, you know, you're so dope. Like, I gotta work with you one day. And we linked up, and that's how the whole Odd Squad thing came about. So that's one of those shots that didn't hit the basket that I was looking at.
But it hit another ring.
Hit another one. Exactly. You see where I'm going with it.
There was a ring right next to it, you know.
Exactly.
There, you know.
That's dope. Well, how was it meeting them? Like, what are they like?
Man, they are hilarious. First of all, they are funny as fuck. They're funny as fuck. Shout out to Odd Squad family, man, and AKT.
Shout out to Odd Squad family.
But yeah, man, it was just from the moment I was in the studio, we shook hands, and I'm just like, damn, these dudes are like way more successful than what I am right now. You know, they don't even have to be here. You know, so like I don't know how they're gonna act. Like, are they gonna try to, you know, belittle me or treat me like I'm under them? As soon as they walked in the building, it was all love, because I was there first with AKT,
right?
And they walked in, it was all handshakes, man, hugs, man. Even when I left, it was even some I love yous thrown out. So like that just lets you know how genuine they are as people, man. They just
how much
they
love is there.
Yeah,
they're an interesting group. Are they from here?
I believe so. I never I've
That's
never
what I heard.
confirmed it, but I want to believe so. I've
Right?
only ever heard of them out here, like from people that are out here already.
That's like same here actually. Like,
Yeah.
I've never heard of them outside of like from that, but I do believe they're from here if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so too, because like all the people that have shared it have been from, you know what I mean, Arizona people. So
Yeah.
I mean, but regardless of where they're from or how they came about, I consider them some of Arizona's best artists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if they're not from here, they're still putting on for Arizona. So
Yeah,
Yup.
for sure they're popping around here. Like I've seen a bunch of their videos. Yes,
Man.
they're funny as fuck, dude.
absolutely, have you seen the lives, bro? Do you be the lives?
I mean,
Come on.
dude, they're hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love it though. The first song I heard with you, bro, was I think it was a remix. It was like a couple years ago.
See,
Icon.
Okay.
I like
Was it
that
Icon?
song.
Yeah, you did the Icon.
I
remix,
did an
right?
Icon remix. Yep. With see Jaden, he had the
He had the Tesla.
he had the Tesla with the doors up, bro. I
He
had
had
the
the
Honda, bro.
I fuck with it.
There's some suicide doors on that.
Hey, them they
Yeah.
weren't suicidal,
Yeah.
but
Dude,
you know
that
what I'm
video
saying?
was dope.
It was just. But no, Jaden's he had the. Were they butterfly? I think he had the butterfly.
The butterfly
doors.
doors, no?
Bro, that shit was fire.
Because he had like one of the earliest models of the Tesla.
Yeah, bro.
And then he had a butterfly doors on the Tesla. Like they were opening up.
Yeah,
And he shot a whole video like on top of a mountain. Just dancing and shit.
that shit was crazy, bro.
you know, but like it has to be different, pues, you know, because you're
It definitely was.
all videos are always used to seeing like the females and the big fancy cars and this and that,
yeah.
and like that's what I guess if you compare them, like they all look the same, pues, but like, but we make something different, pues, like that's
Yeah.
that's what makes the
What was funny with it too is my mom bought, what was it, a Honda?
Yeah, it was a
It was a Honda. So he did the
Honda.
same thing that Jada did.
with the Honda, bro.
With the Honda. It was hilarious. Let's go.
Hey, bro, but it was like
Goated for that.
That was my favorite car too. I think it was a '99 Honda Civic Si, bro. It was the Electron Pearl Blue, bro. Beautiful.
Was it the hatchback or not?
Nah,
just the regular?
those didn't come in a hatch. I don't think. No, yeah, nah,
Right.
it didn't. It wasn't a
Yeah.
hatch. It was a coupe,
Was it a stick shift?
of course.
Oh,
Of
man.
course,
I have
come
to.
on,
That's
man.
why. They're so
But
good, dude.
you can't drive those in here in Arizona, bro. Like a whole bunch of traffic, having to stop.
Nah,
and
I think
start.
here would be easier than Cali.
Absolutely.
Oh
Cali-
yeah,
Cali have
definitely,
uphills, you have-
definitely true. Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Oh, I don't know. I think it was what he was gonna say.
Like in Cali, like no, like for sure, like in Cali, dude, there's so many uphills and like I had a standard car once. I can't
Yeah.
imagine taking it there. Fucking pulling the e-brake and then having to let it go and then rolling
Oh,
down.
bro, yeah.
You got me fucked up.
I
Imagine
live
San
right by
Diego.
Signal Hill too, so I be having to do that. I have a 06 now, a 06 SI, and it's the same, bro. Whenever I'm on that hill, like fuck. Looking back, like I gotta make sure I don't bump into nobody back there before I take off.
You're like revving the fuck out of it, and first you're like, you try to keep it up.
Yeah, it's low key embarrassing, but that's how we moving.
Oh hell no, man! Give us 1 second.
It's because like I'm from here, so if you remember Phoenix 8 years ago,
Oh yeah,
it was dead.
yeah.
It was like barely
Is it recording?
almost 8 p.m.
They were still building a lot of this.
Yeah.
Around the stadium.
You remember the freeway? There was this church that they were building for years.
Yeah, the dome.
Yeah, the big one.
Oh
They
yeah.
finally finished it. Barely a year ago and
We
shit.
drove
But
by and I was like, what is
but
that?
they finished.
It took forever.
Since I was little.
Yeah, they've been having that construction for almost like I don't know years, but like I noticed that difference. Like where like over there in Cali it was packed, but it's really diverse,
Facts.
and I love it because you got Cubans, you got you got Puerto Ricans, you got Hondurans, you got whole bunch. It's like second
Everybody.
Mexico, bro. It's like little Tijuana over there. It's pretty sick.
And they all own businesses too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, fire.
so that's like the cool part, and I feel like immigration isn't there as much, because they want the place to be diverse, boy,
Yeah, it's good. It's good for business. Like what?
it is, because like there's so many other markets out there, that
Yeah.
that let's say, and I'm not just stating Americans as in like white, but there's so many like other markets like us, like for example, for Takis, just a quick example. Here, the Americans don't know Takis that much. Like it barely blew up about 8 years ago. Like 8 years ago, since it was brought over here.
I thought it was new when it came. See.
And over there in Mexico, Takis is like the Frito Lay.
That's crazy. So that's just like that's been around forever. You grew up.
It grew up exactly. So it's got so many years over there, and it's barely opening up a market here because the Americans thought it was too spicy. But like we started, us Mexicans, we like spicy food, so like we started, getting the Takis. Now we're like booming sales and shit, like Takis is like getting big because now there's a market that's being, exploited, and that's what it is. Any other kind of market, what I'm trying to get at is that from ethnicity part, ethnicity as in like Takis is Mexican, so Takis is not just for Mexican people now.
Right.
Takis is now for it's diverse, it's because it's not really all because it's just Takis just for Mexicans. Nah, it's like it's diverse, pues, like people like it, pues, people like the flavor, pues, of it, We're all different, but we all like, the same shit at the end of the day, like.
Yeah, this shit tastes good as hell. What is this called again?
The
spicy as fuck sometimes, but Takis are the best. We've been recording.
I've been recording, so this is content.
No, I clicked record. I clicked record for a minute.
Yeah. Okay. This is recording, huh? This camera?
I don't know. That's what I was asking you.
Oh no, this is not camera recording. All right. Well then, I mean, we'll get partial.
It's fine. The GoPro's still recording.
Okay. We're live now. And go.
I'm bringing up something super funny. All right.
We ready?
Ready. Snoop.
Yeah. What's good, man? That is hilarious.
What does that mean to you?
What does that mean to me? That has been a nickname that I have not been able to escape throughout my whole childhood, man. No matter where I went. What's your name? Oh, I go by Sharon. I'm gonna just call you Snoop, bro. You look like Snoop Dogg. Yeah. And it was like that, like damn near everywhere, bro. I went to Independence High School freshman and sophomore year.
All right, that's close by. Shit.
Oh yeah, y'all right up the way.
Yeah, like right up the street.
Over there, I don't even know how my nickname became Snoop there, but it just came around.
Followed you, yeah.
Hey, Snoop, this is how it came about. People that didn't know me,
right,
will see me around and just be like, "Hey, what up, Snoop Dogg? Hey, what up, Snoop? You look like Snoop, bro."
Yeah.
That's how it go around, and then everybody just like, "Oh, Snoop? Yeah, Snoop? No, Snoop."
They just kind of gave you the name.
Exactly. And man, I went to Trevor Brown my junior and senior year.
Oh, shit.
And same situation. One of the first people I met, his name is Tony Marshall, Anthony Marshall. Shout out to him, one of my best friends.
Right.
I told him, he was just like, "Hey, bro, you cool as hell. What's your name?" Sharon. Hey, dog, I'm gonna just call you Snoop, bro. You look like Snoop. Like, damn, bro. Everywhere I went, so I'm just like, eventually I just said, fuck it. I go by Snoop. And then when I started taking the music career seriously, then it's just like, hey, it's Dobey Dobe. But the people that knew me through my childhood, they're gonna call me Snoop forever.
Yeah, te van a conocer como Snoop.
Shit, my uncle even used to call me that. Like, everybody, it just kept coming to me, bro. So it's one of those things that, like, am I gonna fight this for the rest of my life, or am I just gonna be cool with it?
And that's cool, cause like in some sense, like like without them knowing you, their first impression was like automatically linking you to this famous rapper, pues the Snoop, pues so that's cool, pues.
And honestly, I'm thankful for it, because if people didn't think I looked like him, then like
they wouldn't fuck with you.
There wouldn't exactly. It wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been a reason to just be like, "Hey, look, Snoop," and start a conversation. So like, I have gotten a lot of friends that way. I've been popular everywhere that I've gone, as a child and as a teen, because of it. So
okay.
Fast forward, all the people that used to call me Snoop. Oh, Snoop do music. Did you see Snoop new video? Obviously, they know it's Dobey Dobe now, but this is their childhood homeboy that they met as Snoop. So it's like
it's different, but
it's different now. But it's like it feeds into how successful I am now around the area, because now people that knew me still know me because of that, you know?
Yeah,
So,
and,
bro.
and if you think about it, maybe one day it could like probably work out. You know that like you know, word out in the street. You know that Snoop finds out there's this other person named Snoop. You know, and he
Hey,
wants to.
man.
Who is this guy? You know, so he goes out to meet you. You know, might even make a feature or something. You know,
Hey, a
post-
feature, man, a photo, a meme, bro. I just want to shake your hand, dog, because
Hell yeah.
even it's crazy. It's crazy. Even without him even doing anything to or for me personally, like just him existing and being as big as he is did a lot for me, and you know, helping me find friends when I was a kid. I didn't know how to reach out to people and make friends and communicate, but I didn't have to. They reached out to me, you know, and it's because of him.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So it's-
on our last podcast episode, we had a bottle of Snoop. What wasn't it? The 13,
Yeah.
13
Oh, yeah.
crimes or something? What is it?
I think it's 19 crimes.
Something like that.
Yeah,
What is it?
yeah. We had a
Is it
bottle
the
of
wine
Snoop.
bottle.
Yeah, the wine bottle.
yeah,
And it has
Why he
Snoop on
just
it.
mugging on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just thought it was interesting that I have you on today because of that.
That's
I was like, I
hilarious,
would have
bro.
brought that out then, but I already did it for the last
You
one.
know,
That's hilarious.
that would have
Yeah.
been last week, man. But
Yeah, but it was cool. Oh, look. While we're here, we got you something. Hold up.
Okay.
yes, we did, sir. You know, so it's a token of our appreciation.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
for coming out here. You know, and having this interview / podcast here with Finikera.
All right.
So, compa Victor, if you do us the honors,
You're a big fan of Pokemon.
you know, so Pokemon Go,
Yo.
you got it,
What
sir.
this-
fucking belt.
Got-
Comes with a little fanny pack, I'm gonna call it.
Hey, we could call it that. This is fire, bro. Thank you.
got Bulbasaur on there.
This is fire, bro. Bulbasaur, low key. That's my favorite starter to choose because he got the most weaknesses. So you got to fight the hardest. People don't know that.
See, there's a message. There's a message there. So
Hey. Appreciate
Appreciate it,
you.
sir.
I appreciate you. You show it to the camera. I appreciate you.
well, thank you, Carnell. You know.
Fire. This is fire. Thank y'all, man.
Oh,
real.
for sure, bro. You know, so again, you know, it's just this, bro. You know, it's having, you know, your time, you know, to get to know you, you know, and
Yes, sir.
and have, you know, our people here from Phoenix, La Finikera, you know, also get to know you. Do you have any other like music videos or songs coming out, you know, that you have probably planned out?
Yes.
You've been working on, cooking up on there.
Low key, it's not even low key no more. I'm about ready to tell people. At this point, I'm finalizing an album, bro. And
Oh, shit.
I'm
What are
looking
they?
at dropping it August 5th. So
August 5th.
August 5th, I got an album. It is called 2 Week Notice.
2-week notice.
2 Week Notice. So if you see me walking around in a suit, just know that's part of the rollout, baby. But yeah, 2 Week
Hell
Notice. I got a song coming out. It is called Filthy. It's a dance song. It might even get a little TikTok challenge going on with it.
Filthy?
But Filthy
We
is
might get a
gonna be
little
coming out.
filthy up there. you know.
Exactly. And then yeah, bro, just be on the lookout. 2 Week Notice.
August 5th. You know,
August
so
5th.
so that's pretty much, you know. Do you do any other are you gonna have any other features with any other like local artists here
Yes, on the album, I've got
on the album?
I got J-Wop. He's
Oh.
out here. He spent a lot of time out here. He's from Tacoma, Washington, and he moved out here. I met him when he was a child. I used to hang out with his older brothers. And fast forward, he moved out with me to California, and you know, we was out there for a year rocking, just getting shit done. 2 years, I think. But yeah, he's on the album. Moving forward, I want to work with a lot of artists in Arizona. De La Prime, you one of them. Ben Fly, you one of them. It's a lot of names. There's too many names to mention here to just off the top of the head, you
Yeah,
know, mention.
right.
But yeah, I want to work with AZ artists. I'm still, you know, I moved to Long Beach, but I'm still an Arizona artist. I want to work with all of y'all.
No,
I won't
and-
say all of y'all,
and-
but it's a lot of y'all I want to work with.
and
I gotta see you in Futuristic, man.
That gotta happen.
That has to
gotta
happen.
happen. I need that.
Yeah, that'll be a big one.
I was gonna say, bro, you know, and like honestly, your style, I like it, you know, cause it's like just lyrically, you know, in something like if you listen to most of the lyrics, you know, it's like what we just said. You're pretty woke, you know, cause there's I know what you did. You did mention it's got nothing to do with gang, related. It's got nothing to do with other songs that are talking about other things inside the same songs.
Right.
It's constructed differently to leave a message and to to really open up the minds of people. So that's what I like about your music lyrically.
Well, yeah, he had, what was it, Profound?
Profound. Yeah.
I think that's the biggest one, right? I think so. Profound. It was really good. So like, I think what you're touching on, like you touch a lot in your music.
Yeah.
Especially like those big topics and shit. So I like it. I think you're definitely different, bro. So like, you moving out to Cali, has that helped you?
How has Cali treated you?
Cali, everybody asked me that. Cali was treating me like I had COVID the first year I was out there because we was in the pandemic. But as far as like just living out there, the weather is dope. Mm-hmm. As far as the music scene, I have yet to tap into like the local music scene in Long Beach. I really want to tap in with what's going on locally in Long Beach. I guess I ain't meeting the right people. Mm-hmm. All the people that I've met out there, they're mainly like, they're on some like national shit, like they're not they're not really involved with the local scenes, but they're also in different cities, so it's not really, they're people that move there for the same reason as me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to say that there's not a scene, because there definitely is. I just need to find it and tap into it. But I feel like out there the look is different. You come to Phoenix and you tap in with the Phoenix scene, and then that's just, for the most part, that's what you have. And then when you go out there, you can tap in with the local scene, but a lot of people are moving and they're not even involved with the local scene because they're focused on national.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of that. Most of the rooms I've been in or the studios that I've been to where, with people working, they're not shooting local. So I do still want to see what's popping with the local scene though, because there's a lot of love in Long Beach. Where y'all at?
Well, and then that's pretty cool because they're kind of training you, to hit, national.
I mean, absolutely. That was the goal. I didn't move to California thinking I want to be part of the California scene.
Yeah.
It was, I want to meet people who know how to go beyond the state. And I feel like California is one of those places where you have a lot of people that have the know-how on how to reach.
There's potential. Like, there's a reason why everybody moves out there.
Hollywood. Hollywood is over there, so.
Hollywood, yeah. But it's just, I feel like a lot of people are teaching me like how to move and think bigger too out there. Because out here, there's not a lot that I've learned a lot. I'm not gonna say that I haven't learned a lot out here. But like out there is just like a different way of thinking, a different way to move that I wasn't aware of. And it's just kind of like, as I'm learning shit, I'm in the studio getting told things that I've been thinking different about. And I'm just like, yo, that's why I moved out here. So I can have conversations like these and work with people like you and meet like producers that I would never meet,
So like, what do you feel like you've learned that's different?
Man, I felt like what I've learned is a lot of the people who are like what I would consider or used to consider like way higher tiers.
Right.
I learned that they're just regular people, bro. And the only difference between like me and them is the number of streams. And apart from that, like they're not living fancy lives. They're not having to have super huge budgets to go big in music. They're just meeting the right people that can get them resources so that, they can have this look. You know what I mean? So I won't throw any names out there, but like there have been people who I would bump on my Spotify, on the phone, just listening to daily, like, yo, I can't wait till I get like them. And I meet them and I'm just like,
they're just like you.
I'm already like you. Like, you know what I mean? Like we already in the same boat almost. Mm-hmm. But I learned that a lot of it is just, it's more so like a look and it's a presentation that they have. But
that's interesting.
Image.
Regular life is a lot, very similar. So it opened my eyes to like, yo, there's not a barrier between you and the people who, you aspire to be. There's not that much of a barrier. Of course, between like Big Sean and Drake and Kendrick, there's a bit of a barrier there. You gotta make it there.
That's that's a different level.
Escalate,
Yeah, but some of the people who I consider myself a little closer to, but they're still, I still thought they were out there and up there. Like the only difference is they knew how to move and how to present themselves a little different, and that's why you see me with the videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I care more about the videos now. I care more about putting stuff out consistently so people can see that I'm working and not waiting until, you know, I have the perfect thing to put out, taking forever perfecting it, and then, you know, dropping every couple months. Like,
yeah. Well, don't you think that's key? Like consistency.
The consistency.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you pumping out content. Obviously, not everything you know.
Yeah.
But like pumping out content, being consistent. I think that's the main thing because people see your work ethic, and you, like how you stated, there's not much of a difference between you guys, you know. But the only difference is work ethic. Yeah. You obviously meet the right people, work ethic, and that mixes into its own thing. Consistency.
Now the work ethic is what gets you guys like both at the same level, right?
Yeah.
Because like you and that person that looks like is on top are both making the same work. It's just the image or the production line that's behind it that's making it possible. But what you just said, you know, like the artist, like once you met him and you thought he was like up here, but then you notice like, wait, we're like about the same. That's because you guys have the same work ethic. You guys are putting the same amount of work. You know, like, you know, even being on camera, off camera. You know, always looking to see what's the next big thing that I can, what's the next big sound that I can make here in you know, or as an image of an artist, or make an impact here in, you know, in the community.
Right. Like, have you performed anywhere outside of like Phoenix and Cali? At like a different city?
Other state?
Yeah, I performed in Kansas City, Missouri. Shout out to my homeboy
Really?
Ashan. Yes, one of my homeboys. He's out in Kansas City, Missouri. He came out and, you know, he kicked it with us in Long Beach for a hot minute, and he taught us a lot of shit. Brought us out to his city, and we went out to visit, bro. You know, and he was just like, you know what? I'm gonna throw a show for y'all. Y'all are, you know, I'm throwing a show. I'm gonna put y'all on display in my city. And he brought his whole city out just for me and Jay Wap to rock in front of him, so he could say, hey, these are my friends, you know what I'm saying? Y'all fuck with them. And I got fans in Kansas City, Missouri now.
That's fucking dope.
You know what I mean?
That's dope, bro.
Just off of having the connection, you know, meeting the right people that are going to put you in places to win.
Mm-hmm. And it's also your work, you know, because what if you would have been like, oh, I got something to do that day, you know, or it's your time and your will, you know, that you're making it happen. You
Absolutely.
know, so in some sense, you are also making it happen, sir.
That's true. That is true.
You know, so
That's true.
so congrats on that, bro. You know,
Thank you.
And I really do hope, you know, the best of, you know, of what music has to offer and us, you know, from your end, you know, so I really do, you know, hope for the best, Carnell.
Man, thank you. I really do appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, of course. Wait, before anything though, how did you come up with Dobey Dobe?
Oh man, okay. So back to the Snoop thing, right?
So,
Snoop.
I told y'all about how my uncle was getting me in the studio, you know, getting me to record and shit. And he was just like, yo, we kind of got to come up with a name for you. We can't call you Snoop. You know what I mean? Like, we can't call you. There's already a Snoop, and like, you're not like, you know, you don't gangbang, you don't smoke, you don't. So like, we can't play none of that into what you got going on. So, you know, we got to come up with a name for you. Snoop ain't it. Young Snoop ain't it. Young Snoopy ain't it. Rest in peace, Young Snoop. No disrespect there. Yeah. But just basically like, nothing to do with Snoop. We need a new name, a new identity for you. Yeah. So, we landed on the name Doberman. That was my first rap name away from Snoop. Like, that was my
like
first.
The dog?
Like the breed of a dog, Doberman, yeah.
That was pretty sick,
and
too,
it's kind of, it's dope.
It's pretty dope. Sick, yeah, I like that. It's a catchy name.
It's dope. Yeah, he gave me that name, but like, from there, like, a lot of people, they know me, and it's, hey, what up, Doberman? Then when they actually meet me and we cool, hey, what up, Dobe? Hey, what up, Dobey Dobe? Hey, what, and get this, though. It
started getting short.
I was already being called those things, and I was already giving myself, you know, shortened versions of the name. But then one day I was just like, yo, if I ever tell somebody to Google me, hey, I make music, Google Doberman, what is going to pop up on the first page?
That's true.
A bunch of dogs. And I'm like, yeah, nah, bro, I can't live like this. I don't want to have that battle. You know what I mean? So I just figured, like, Dobey Dobe, it feels like a nickname. It's already a nickname.
And it's already there, too, because people have already called you, shortened it with.
Yeah. And I also feel like when you say Dobey Dobe, it feel like somebody that you already know. Like, you're talking to somebody that you're already familiar with.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. It is catchy, you know, like you know, the double deep with, you know, like Dobey Dobe, you know, like in the
Facts. I got a homeboy named Michael. Every time, you know, when we cool, it's hey, what up, Mikey Mike? What's good? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you just play
yeah.
with the name a little bit. So that's just the same way I play with other people's
Yeah.
names. I just tweaked mine that way, and that's how I landed on Dobey Dobe, man.
Hell
Dobey
yeah.
Dobe. And
Good to go.
they almost like, you know, they're almost spelled out the same too. You know, you just got an
Yeah.
extra Y on in the first Dope.
Yeah, I like to think that it's catchy, but you know what I mean. We gotta.
That's a pretty good name.
No, and like I said, you know, like first it was Doberman, and people used to call you Dobey Dobe, you know. So the name was given to you even before you thought it was, you know, going to be the official name, you know, your official artist name. So
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I thought was funny? You said Doberman, right?
Yeah.
For some reason, my mind shot towards Pitbull. If you look up Pitbull comes up before Pitbull, before an actual Pitbull.
Damn, but see, he had a high mountain to climb, and he did that shit. Shout out to him, bro.
He is like, oh man,
he's everywhere, bro.
Facts.
Mr. Worldwide.
He
Mr.
did,
Worldwide.
hey, he did that. He did to the chicken, bro.
Yeah, man, it was fucking crazy. That's why, like, when you said Doberman, it just shot towards Pitbull, and I was
Well, if you think about it, all dogs' names hit then, you know. So
Nah.
you know, so
Hey, that's
people that are
little
named
rock, right?
after dogs like make good famous, you know, artists of themselves.
Shit, Snoop is
Snoop
named after
Dogg, you know,
Snoopy
there you go.
from Charlie Brown.
You remember when he
Yeah.
went? Remember when he did a Snoop Lion and nobody called him that?
Nobody see, man.
That's very true.
He went for like Snoop Lion for like a year, maybe. Nobody called him that.
Man. They almost did me like that when I said, "Hey, it's Dobey Dobe now." Like there were a lot of people who were like, they were attached to the name Doberman. They're like, "Nah, bro,
Nah.
we not calling you Dobey Dobe. Like you're Doberman, bro." And I'm just like, "Where we at now, though?"
So how's your trip here in AZ been?
Man, the trip has been pretty good, man. Honestly, the drive was cool. You know, I'm used to this. I'm used to the 6-hour drive now, so that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Where do you usually go out to eat here in AZ, bro?
Bro, honestly, wherever. I'm not.
You got any local spots here that are your favorite spots?
Let me think. I didn't really hit any local favorites here, but I know I can't even remember the name of it, but there's a taco spot off of it's like off of 75th Avenue in Thomas. They do birria tacos there, right next to Trevor Brown. They
The Unos Tacos.
Unos Tacos,
Oh,
that's
man,
it right
shout out
there.
Unos Tacos.
They are fire. They're
Yes,
fire, and I
sir,
only
bro.
had. I feel like they came out after I moved to California. Like I came
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
Yeah, it
and
hasn't
I'm
been too
like,
long.
oh wait, what? I tried them out, bro.
They got
fire.
Cali stuff now over here, you know.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're fire. And also, like, the amount of guacamole they put on their damn fucking tacos, holy shit. I fuck with it.
Hey, they be drowning that thing, but that shit fire, bro. That shit fire.
It's good as fuck, man.
Hell yeah.
So, like, how, besides the show, did you get to meet Jaron Benson?
I got to shake his hand, bro, and he said that I killed my set.
Yeah?
He said that I killed my set.
It's a schizo
Nice.
tour, no? Is that what it is? Remember he was doing a schizo tour with Kevin Bacon?
Yeah. So he was on that tour. Yesterday was not a tour date.
Huh.
So it was just you have tour dates, and then you have days in between your tour dates.
Okay. So,
And
like,
Futuristic is homies with Jaron Benton. So
Right.
when he hit me, he was like, "Hey, you know, I'm getting my boy Jaron Benton to come out and throw a warehouse show in Phoenix, you know."
Mhm.
And he thought I was still in Arizona at the time because I just got back from last week we were visiting family.
oh, okay.
So we get back on Sunday. Monday he texts me like, "Hey, you still in Phoenix?" Just like, "I'm back in Cali." He said, "Oh, you ain't gonna be here next week?"
Mhm.
Man, I don't know. Like, not by default. He was like, Jaron Benton is coming out, my boy. I wanted to see if you wanted to perform. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, no, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Oh, man, that's so dope.
So yeah, shout out to him though, because he didn't, in between tour dates, you could be anywhere you want to be, bro.
Yeah.
Like he
That's
was in
interesting. I didn't
Phoenix.
know
You
that.
know what I mean? So yeah,
I thought it was just strictly like what they're doing on that tour, is what's
Mm.
like
when you
baseline of it.
next time you look at a tour like poster or the tour dates, you'll see like you'll have like maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Mhm.
and then there'll be like a Monday and Tuesday missing, and then Wednesday they'll be in a different city. You might be missing that Thursday, and then Friday they're in another city. So it's like days in between and travel days and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, like he didn't have to be in Phoenix, bro. He could have been anywhere he wanted
You're
to
right.
be, and he came and rocked with us in Phoenix. So big shout out, bro.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's-
Like as of a few weeks ago, I think it was like a month ago now. I was at Mill Ave. I was at a club.
Yeah.
And Lil Xan popped out.
See what?
Like, specifically the club was what is the Varsity Tavern? You ever heard
The
of it?
Varsity. I was about to ask if you seen our tavern, Junior Varsity.
Junior Varsity? Is
No,
that what it is?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I was like, what the fuck? Oh.
He was like, is this
I was like, what the hell?
That's a joke I make every time I see the Varsity Tavern. I'm like, yeah, we gonna buy it and put the Junior in front of it, bro.
Yeah.
But nah, I said I'm joking.
Nah, yeah, we just seen him pop out. Like, I was just buying a drink, dude, and then I turn over and there's some guy pacing back and forth on the stage. And then, like, he puts on that one song. What's his biggest song? He's like, pop the trunk, open up. Xan's gonna take.
Yeah.
That one. He started playing that one, and everybody, like, everybody took attention and shit. And then he was, like, just throwing shit, like, rapping. And then a few songs came out, and then I didn't know them personally.
Man.
Yeah. But he popped up, and it was pretty cool.
Yo, I ain't even going. No comment. Never mind. Shout out to Dropout Kings, man. I love y'all. I don't want to air out the. Yeah, bro. I'm rocking with Dropout Kings on that one. If y'all know. But that's just a little. That.
I don't know.
That's a little situation. But shout out to Dropout Kings, man. I rock with y'all.
All right, we'll link up in the bio.
I'll tell y'all after the thing. It's
all
messy.
good,
It's messy.
So, I mean, that's kind of about it, man. I think we're going to wrap it up here.
All right.
It's been a good episode, and thank you for coming on, honestly, and thank you for supporting us. Like,
really
we're trying to put
appreciate
AZ
your
on the
time.
map. We're trying to, like, bring a bigger platform for artists to, like, get out there and actually, be known, especially locally. That's our big goal.
Yeah, exactly. Like have the fans listen to, like I said, new upcoming artists here in the Finikera podcast, y pues yeah, again, we appreciate, your time, we appreciate, your interview, because we're getting to know you, sir. We're really getting to know you. We did, we're gonna go ahead and also put the links in, of your videos in our description, so people can go check you out, carnal. So I really do hope the best of everything, man.
Man,
so
thank you.
Good
Thank
luck
y'all,
with
man.
everything.
Thank y'all, the Finikera podcast, bro.
The
Just
Finikera
having me on here,
podcast.
'cause y'all had to think of me too,
Yeah, of course,
It
man.
takes two, you know what I mean? In this case, three. But thank y'all for having me, man. Big shout out to y'all. Much love.
Bro, I was pushing to get you on for a bit. Like I was telling you. Like I was really pushing it, and like I'm really happy that happened,
Yeah, man.
We're
Like
really
we had to
glad it
figure it
happened.
out, but I'm glad we got to figure it out, bro. It felt good to be here.
Cause you were gonna go back to Cali, so good thing we got you before you went go back to, went go back to Cali,
exactly.
so thank you very much, sir, and
Yes, sir.
I hope you have a safe trip out there.
And
Thank
also Quentin Jamal, Quentin Jamal?
Quentin Jamal. Yes.
Locally.
Yes.
He goes by Q.
Q. Yes. Quentin Jamal. Is he a producer?
Yeah, producer. I think he's about to drop an album too, if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm thinking of the correct Quentin,
Mm-hmm.
does he wear glasses?
Yeah.
Do we fuck with Pokemon at all?
Bro, I don't know that actually.
Can I pull my phone out real quick?
Yeah,
I
go
just
for it,
wanna
go
make
for it. Let me know.
Show
I just want to make sure, because I know a few different Quentins, so I be getting my cues mixed up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
Tarantino.
It's with an O, Quentin or a I?
Quentin, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't know. My phone's over there. Can't do it. What up?
What's up? We're using Victor's phone as a camera.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I know Quentin Jamal. Shout out to him.
Shout out to
Saludos al
Jamal.
viejón.
The Pokemon thing, that's a different Quentin.
Oh, so
A
it isn't?
different Quentin.
Oh, no, it's not him? With the Pokemon?
No, this I know both Quentins.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, shout out to Quentin
He
Jamal
knows
for
him
sure.
too, pero there's another Quentin that.
There's
Pokemon.
hella Quentins. Do you know? Quentin is a popular black name.
Tarantino, I was just telling him right now, like Tarantino, sick ass man.
Is Quentin Tarantino? Quentin Tarantino not black. He just borrowing our name real quick before, you know what I mean? We threw him the name.
But
We threw him the name because we knew he was gonna make fire movies. You know what I'm saying? So like you could use the name. That's true too.
He has
He
very
likes getting Samuel Jackson to say.
sick and psychological. He got really sick and psychological movies. Man.
That's what he likes.
Yeah, no, Quentin Tarantino is fire, man. If you're ever trying to get some Dobey Dobe on a soundtrack, man, reach out. You know where to find it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
All right, man.
Thank
well, yeah, thanks for being on, man.
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
the love and all the love here from AZ and from La Finikera podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Have a good one.
You too, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I got big shoes in my lane, fulfilling the steps. 1 foot inside the game, 1 foot on their neck. Only way to approach me is full of respect. So anybody try to press, get put in the press. Danger. Don't see how that